A bridal boutique in downtown Asheville shut its doors last year. News 13's Hannah McKenzie reports the business closed without notice. Tonight, we are told at least 2 brides are now without the dresses they paid for.
This used to be London and Lace. You can see it is now empty. Its closure leaving not 1 but 2 local brides without a dress to wear down the aisle. A moment of bridal bliss for Stevie Rowland.
I had that stereotypical moment that every woman thinks, like, I feel like a bride in this. I can see walking down the aisle, and I didn't think I was gonna get emotional, and I did.
We've blurred her dream dress for obvious reasons. Rowland paying close to $6 grand for this custom-made creation to be ready in 4 months. But this moment quickly overshadowed by a bizarre twist.
16 weeks came and went, and I Googled the business to find her number. Came to find out the store was completely shut down, used to be here, and permanently closed. Her landline was disconnected. I couldn't get a hold of her through cell phone, email, nothing worked.
London and Lace Bridal in Asheville now empty. A new business moving in.
It's just been a nightmare trying to go back and forth. In the process, I found one other bride that unfortunately has gone through the same thing that I have and did not get her dress in time for the wedding. I've got a little time, so I'm just trying to get the word out to make sure this doesn't happen to anybody else, because it's pretty much taken all the joy out of planning my wedding.
Rowland reaching out to the dress manufacturer, only to find out they were never paid for the dress. The gown now in limbo.
Sitting over there in Romania, it's ready to go.
We tracked down London and Lace owner Lisa Kaiser. Kaiser, seen here altering Rowland's dress, didn't want to speak on camera, but tells us she's doing everything she can to fix this. And as a business owner for 15 years, she's working to make amends, both for Rowland and the other bride.
Ultimately, the day is about me and my future husband. You know, if I have to get married in a potato sack, I will. The dress is a fantasy, but it is not the most important thing about this story. It's about how people should be treated.
Rowland says she wants Kaiser to rectify the situation and still hopes to wear her dream dress down the aisle next August. If not, she is prepared to take legal action.
Waynesville called our help desk, saying the person next door put his property underwater on purpose.
He says it flooded his barn. He says now he has hundreds of thousands of dollars in damages. News 13's Karen Zakalak tells us that neighbor could now face criminal charges.
Joe Cook now needs rain boots just to walk through his barn.
I guess some of my machines are probably ruined. I don't even want to go back there. I get depressed every time I come in here.
He tells us this is where he kept much of his equipment and many of his life's memories, but all that was destroyed by several feet of water. Not from too much rain, but from the wall that he says his next-door neighbor built right along the property line.
It's a dam. If you go look behind it, it's a dam. He dammed my whole property up, and he ruined my property.
The neighbor owns the land above Cook's home, up the hill, and behind his property as well.
We haven't been able to sleep for a couple of weeks. I mean, I probably lost 10 pounds. I can't eat. I can't sleep. Well, I'm obsessed with this thing.
Cook decided to document the whole thing, taking hundreds of pictures, including photos of his chickens, who died in the rising water. As for why the wall was built, Cook believes it's because he wouldn't go along with his neighbor's plans for future development of the area.
I just want to be left alone. Leave me alone. And my garage is ruined. Somebody told me the foundation's undermined. So I can't afford to build a new garage.
He also decided to call us and call a lawyer.
I was absolutely flabbergasted that somebody would do such a thing, and I think a jury would feel the same way.
Rusty McLean is now filing a lawsuit against the neighbors in civil court, but says there's a criminal side to this as well.
Under North Carolina law, you cannot interfere to such an extent with the natural flow of water that it causes damage to another person.
And he built that wall right on the property line, correct?
Right on the property line.
Is there rules about how far off that line it should be?
Don't even care about that. It's the dam that created the wrong.
McLean says it's not where the wall was built, but how it changed the flow of runoff across Cook's property and the damage that caused.
It's the most egregious thing that I've witnessed in 47 years.
We did try to speak with the neighbors, but when we went to their house and asked for an interview, we were told no. We also checked with the Haywood County Sheriff's Office, who confirmed there is an open and active investigation into the issue. A spokesperson said several agencies are looking into the case and criminal charges could still be forthcoming. Meanwhile, Cook is left waiting on the courts while his property waits underwater.
The last week when we were in church, the sermon was love thy neighbor, and that's kind of hard to do.
For News 13's Help Desk, I'm Karen Zatkalak.
And we will continue to follow the story and let you know if charges are filed.
And if you have an issue you'd like us to investigate, just email iteam@WLOS.com.